Okay, I want to go over two things as you're prepping for your test. I have a similar video up already showing you how to get back to your practice test, but I want to go over that again, and then I want to also show you how, if you didn't see, I talk about this briefly in the orientation video. I want to talk about how you can tell where you need to go if you are trying to figure out how to do a problem. So go to MyMathLab, okay? And now you've already taken the practice test, okay? You want to go to course home, okay? Don't go to all assignments, go to course home. And now you've already at some point, taken the practice test, maybe you've taken a couple times. Go to gradebook, okay? I went in and just during the Zoom earlier this week, just went in and just kind of didn't even try it. I just submitted it. You're going to go to review, and this will tell you, your score, how much time, and you can see I just submitted that, so I would have something in here. And then this is going to bring up the test you took. And so then it's going to show you what you chose. So if I had actually put something and say I picked B, it would show that I picked B and that D was the answer. Then when you come over here, you can actually print, and you can either print the question or you can print the whole thing with correct answers and your answers. So in other words, you can print this off. You might choose, maybe you missed two problems. You want to print those two problems off, work them on paper, do some work on them, okay? Same thing. You can print the whole thing off. Maybe, you want to just go through and, hand do each one of them as a practice. Great way to do it. I don't care if you come in here and do what I did. You start it, just submit it, and then do it. Now, to get credit for the assignment, okay, it's a homework assignment, I have to see you actually took it online. Now, if you want to take it by hand, not take it online, then you would need to submit your work for me. So just a caveat there. I do notice that if I see you, took 30 seconds on it, I expect work, or I'm not going to give you credit for it. I want to see you actually took it, okay? But now, suppose you're looking at this and go, I have no clue how to do this. How do I tell where it is in book? That's this number up here. See this, 3.2? This is section 3.2 in the book. This is problem number 7. And so if you open the book to section 3.2, this problem should be in there. Now, the dash here means it's out of the test bank. If it was a dot, it would be out of the homework problems. If it's out of the homework problems, you can actually look in the homework section. It should match up pretty good to the numbers in the book's problems. It might just be, 1,932 kilometers apart, and the latitude is 40 north. But it'll be really similar. The dash means it's a test bank question. That's usually the multiple choice ones. Those are different in that those usually aren't as easy to find straight in the book, but still it's going to tell you that. So that's what tells you what book section to go to. And the other thing too is you're like, okay, well I want, there's no question help up here. Well then go back to the homework we covered 3.2 in, find the problems from 3.2, and then your question help will be back there, and then you can go back and review those. So that's how you link them up, and when you realize this is what I need to work on, this then allows you to go in and shows you how to review it. And again, you can print these off and do this. And of course, you can ask me to do any. You still don't know how to do this one? You say, can you please do problem 1 off my first practice test? Now, everyone's practice tests are in different orders. They have different numbers. They have different problems because each problem has like 4 or 5 options. So you need to tell me which problem you mean. And if you took the practice test more than once, I want problem 2 off the one I took at 5:02 p.m. Something like that, okay? So hopefully this helps you with using that practice test in a variety of ways. And what you do, my biggest recommendation is take the practice test. Do your best. Go through, do every problem you can, and then whatever you missed, go back. And that's where you want to beef up your notes. Take it with your notes because you get to use your notes in books. And then go, okay, I was stuck here. Let's add a section to my notes. Let's highlight it. Let's do an example problem. Let's print it off and redo it. So the practice test is going to help you decide where you need to study, what you need to add. And the idea being then is, okay, you fix up, take it again. It should go better. And you can take the practice test as many times as you want. You got to take it at least once. And again, if you want to take it in paper, that's fine, but then you'll need to turn it in to me so that I'll give you the credit for it. So that's the only caveat there. So hopefully this helps you and gives you some study ideas as well as some information on how to use the practice test to your best advantage.